Hello, and welcome to another video product review brought to you by Discount Cell. Today, we'll be talking about the Ballistic Hard Core Case for iPhone 4 and iPhone 4S. The Ballistic Hard Core Case is also available for the iPhone 5, 5C, and 5S. For more information about that, go ahead and click the link in the description, or check us out at discountcell.com. So taking a look at the Ballistic Hard Core for iPhone 4S, I've actually already opened up the case and pulled it out, and you'll see it comes in three different parts. So here on the right, I've got the two halves of the actual case. There's this additional optional silicone layer that absorbs more shock, and then there's the hard plastic holster. What makes the Ballistic Hard Core case for iPhone distinct from other rugged cases out there is the fact that it has more than 4 layers of rugged protection. Because of that, you have probably some of the best drop protection in the industry, getting up to 12 feet of guaranteed tested drop protection. So if you're roofing a house, something like that, and you drop your phone, it's going to be okay if you have it in one of these cases. So just to give you an idea about where to get this, currently it goes for $39.95 at discountcell.com. And again, there's a link if you're interested in purchasing this in the description beneath this video. The dimensions are, with everything installed, you're looking at about 2 3/4 inches by 5 7/8 inches by 5/8 inch thick. So that gives you an idea of part of the dimensions on it. So about 2 3/4 going this way, about 5 7/8 going that way, and then about 5/8 inches thick. To start off though, I want to show you the various layers of protection that this case has, and as I show you each layer, I'll go ahead and install my iPhone 4S so you can see this case in action. So first off, you see on the inside you have your first layer of protection. The Ballistic logo is actually made out of a shock absorbing silicone layer, as is this whole layer here and some of the sides on the inside there and here on this part of the case. So this is your cell phone's first line of defense that will absorb shock and protect against scratches and things like that. I'll go ahead and place my iPhone 4S in there, and the best way to do that's from the top to bottom, just like that. And then installation is very simple. Just snap the two halves of the cases together, just like that. Boom, you're good to go. So in less than 8 seconds, we installed the iPhone 4S into the Ballistic Hard Core case. You'll notice that on the case, there are ports and access points to all of the various cameras, ports, buttons, and speakers of the iPhone 4S. I want to point out a couple of those to you right now. So on top, you'll see this little protected port here for your headphone jack. You'll see the on-off switch right here. And then on the right, you'll see the volume buttons as well as the mute lock switch right here is protected in that little port. And then on the bottom, you'll see this little cover here that protects the charge port. And what I want to point out are these two little mesh protected ports for access to the speakers. So it's kind of hard to see at the camera I'm using right now, but if you look on the inside, you see that there are not just two open holes there. They're actually little mesh screens. Those mesh screens allow sound to pass through, but keep dust, dirt, and other debris out of your phone. One of the downsides of this phone is, although it has an all-inclusive screen protector and all the ports have these little rubber flaps, this phone case is not waterproof. It looks like it should be. It looks very similar to, let's say, the LifeProof Free, but this case is not waterproof. That's a problem because it is kind of difficult to get off, and let's assume that some water, maybe drips in up here, or maybe gets inside one of the ports. It's difficult to get your phone out of here quickly so you can then dry it off. So that's one thing I didn't like about it, is the fact that it is not waterproof. I would have hoped for a case with this much protection just to go the extra mile and be waterproof, but that is not the case with this one. However, talking more about the protection, we already mentioned there is a layer of the Ballistic silicone gel on the inside. Now you have another layer of that Ballistic silicone gel on the back, sides, and most importantly on all 4 of the bumpers of this case. So if you were to drop it on a corner, it literally bounces. You've got such good drop protection in there, so your phone is going to be safe on the inside. Adding even more drop protection is this additional optional silicone layer, and that quickly just goes right over the case like that. And then once installed, that will securely stay in place, and then your phone has yet another layer of quality drop protection. It's this last layer on here is what gives your phone drop protection guaranteed up to a 12-foot vertical drop. So now you have 3 layers of the ballistic silicone gel strategically placed through there. I should mention a 4th layer right here is this polycarbonate hard shell right here that adds some additional structural support to your phone. That's important for impact injuries and for pressure injuries. I say pressure, let's say you drop this and then maybe step on it with your boot or something else like that. Adding an extra hard polycarbonate shell to there is going to give your phone a little bit more support, and it won't, crack your phone under pressure. So that's very good drop and shock protection with those 4 combined layers. I want to talk a little bit now about the screen. The screen I was a little bit disappointed at because for some reason Ballistic chose to use a matte finish on there instead of just a clear plastic finish. As the result is once you open this up, it's not the clearest display. It's a little bit distorted, and especially on brighter colors, you get a little bit of negative reflection in between your screen and the inside layer of the screen protector. So I wasn't a big fan of that. However, it's not terrible. So I've seen some other screen protectors that are just really bad, like some of the adhesive ones. It tends to leave bubbles, or it'll tear, and things like that. So this one's clear. It just doesn't have a crystal clear window, clear plastic finish. There is somewhat of a matte finish, so the image is a little bit distorted. However, the protector does protect against scratches, scrapes, and other potential hazards that might happen to your screen. Lastly, I want to talk to you a little bit about the belt clip here. The belt clip is this hard plastic clip that adds even more protection to your phone. Once you install, the belt clip to your phone, you get even more added drop and shock protection with that layer on there. I should note though, once everything is all together, this is a very heavy case. With the phone installed, this weighs 9.6 ounces, so more than half a pound your iPhone 4 is up to right now. So looking at the belt clip right now, the belt clip on the back rotates 90 degrees. It can either go 90 degrees this way or 90 degrees that way. It will not go upside down, and that's because I guess they don't want your phone to fall out like that. So you can either use your phone in the horizontal orientation or in the vertical orientation once it's installed in the case. The belt clip is a little bit small considering the nature of this case. With a case this rugged, I would expect a little bit larger belt clip, so this could be comfortably used with a police duty belt or with a military belt. However, the overall spring action on there is good, and the case itself is very durable. So this concludes my review of the Ballistic Hard Core Case for iPhone 4. If you're interested in checking out the Ballistic Hard Core Case for iPhone 5, 5C, or 5S, be sure to check out the appropriate links in the description beneath this video. If you'd like more information or would like to purchase the Ballistic Hard Core Case for iPhone 4, go ahead and click the link at the top of the description right beneath this video, or check us out at discountsell.com. Again, that's discountsell.com. Thank you very much.